Hi guys, hope you're having a nice day. Today we're going to be talking about why VERDANSK was the best map we've got for Warzone currently. Don't mind the gameplay in the back, it's just a Modern Warfare 2019 ground war gameplay. Some small hype for the next Modern Warfare game coming 2022. When it comes to VERDANSK, there have been two different versions which has been given to us. The Modern Warfare 2019 VERDANSK and the Cold War VERDANSK, VERDANSK 84. They are mostly the same map but with subtle changes like different POIs, weather and color settings. In my opinion, I find the Modern VERDANSK the best version compared to the Cold War VERDANSK. This is because I have played the modern version more and I find it nostalgic. I'll be talking about both versions of VERDANSK as I find that they are both equally better than CALDERA. Let's get started. Firstly, VERDANSK does not have any trees, bushes or mountain tops. Well, not any that are big or big quantities that can affect the gameplay. VERDANSK also allowed for better transport as you could easily use vehicles with ease, whereas in CALDERA, vehicles are not built for the roads and you'll find it extremely frustrating and complex to drive in this map. The developers have also removed most of the modern vehicles and instead replaced it with CALDERA vehicles which are basically World War II based. They are open design, meaning people can see your head or body and easily shoot you while you drive. In VERDANSK, there were many skyscraper buildings that allowed for the users to jump and fly off to new locations, whereas in CALDERA there have been balloons, but the balloons are not as effective as people can shoot the balloons down, camp at the balloons and shoot you while you go up the balloons to fly off. Now back to the trees and bushes mentioned earlier. I think that one of the worst aspects of the CALDERA map is the trees and bushes. Whenever you're having a fight, you'll find it hard to spot your enemy. The trees block your vision, the bushes promote bush campers and makes it hard to spot enemy players as they easily blend into the surroundings, plus the trees also give them cover if they have higher ground. In correlation to this, VERDANSK has cooler Easter eggs which make the player have more playtime. For instance, the Nakatomi Tower, where you get the key card, go to the vault, get 20k to 100k and play. This would be most players starting routing, thus already making the game fun. In CALDERA, there are no Easter eggs like this. Money is rare and hard to find, so it will take around 1st to 2nd circle to get loadout. Plus, the ground loot weapons are the most useless and disgusting weapons ever introduced into Warzone. Speaking of ground loot weapons in CALDERA, we need to talk about this. The ground loot weapons introduced into CALDERA, which are mostly Vanguard based, are horrible. They sound like Nerf guns. They require 70 levels to max out. They are not realistic or World War II based and have ugly designs. There are still many other guns from Cold War or Modern Warfare which outclass most Vanguard guns. Also, there is no Cold War or modern ground loot which I find negative, as they are throwing away the originality from the game. Warzone was born in Modern Warfare. Modern Warfare is what started the cycle, so the fact that they have replaced all guns with World War II guns shows disrespect to the past games and indicates that Vanguard is coming at low sales. The only reason all the guns and equipment are Vanguard based is so that they can promote their Vanguard game to get more sales, which in return just pisses off the players even more. On the other hand, let's talk about the weather system in CALDERA and VERDANSK. In VERDANSK, the weather was okay/playable. It was mostly cloudy with some sunlight. However, in CALDERA, it's all sunny base, which can affect the gameplay as there would be some instances in which you cannot see the enemy player due to the sun glare. With VERDANSK, the weather system wasn't too bad, and if you were on PC, you could add a filter which would change the weather system to your liking, which also improved the graphics. You can make it more saturated, which also allowed you to spot more dark skins like the rose skin. VERDANSK had better ground loot like M4A1, MP7, Bruin, Stoner LMG, plus more. The ground loot in VERDANSK was Modern Warfare based and Cold War based. These guns were usable and did not have crazy bugs. In CALDERA, some of the guns have insane recoil like the MG42, making it unusable, both short and long range. VERDANSK had less issues of high ground, low ground compared to CALDERA. VERDANSK was a little bit smaller compared to CALDERA, which is better, as players can move around and engage with other players more often. In CALDERA, most players will only find 2 to 3 players in their region, dependable on what region they're in. Since VERDANSK was smaller, players could traverse easily and did not have to worry about the circle of gas. VERDANSK lobbies lasted longer, whereas CALDERA lobbies go quick. People die quicker, thus making it hard for world records or big kill games. Another aspect of VERDANSK that was better was that most buildings were not pennable like the buildings in CALDERA. Nearly every building in CALDERA is pennable, and in Vanguard, all buildings are pennable, thus making gameplay frustrating. CALDERA has too many hills, mountains, which give the enemy high ground, thus making them win nearly all gunfights. There have been too many situations where you're running due to the circle closing, and then you're met with a hill or mountain, you try to go round or maybe above, they spot you, they shoot you down, you got nowhere to go, so you're dead. In Verdansk this happened but rarely, and you could usually get out with a vehicle or find some other type of route to get you out. Another negative fact about Caldera would be the horrible Easter eggs they have introduced, like Krampus coming and targeting members of your squad while you're having a gunfight, or the new field upgrade they have introduced into Battle Royale, the Field Jammer. This basically scrambles the minimap and blocks the UAVs, airstrikes and cluster strikes. It sounds good on paper, but it's horrible in real time. Caldera has too many open areas where you find yourself as the gas continually moves. This could include empty fields with little cover or beaches which are also empty. This ruins gameplay as anyone can hold you and shoot you, while you have no chance to evade but to die. In Verdansk there weren't too many open areas, and if there were, there would be some small cover to protect you. This could include maybe a small wall or a couple boxes. Verdansk buildings were also built and laid out better compared to Caldera buildings. In Verdansk you could push a building with ease since it had a simple window, a door, maybe two, and you'd have a rough idea where the enemy were. In the Caldera buildings there are too many windows and doors in the buildings. Most have a second floor, but with one way up so campers can kill you easily. The walls are penetrable so they don't even need to push you, and they can shoot you from underneath. There are also some hiding spots like the bathroom or sitting in the corner of the room where many campers sit and kill people with ease. The interior of the buildings make it hard for you to spot enemies as they blend in perfectly. Now there have been some rumors about Verdansk coming back, which has resulted in many users wanting or hyping it back, as this was the original map, it's one of the beloved maps for Warzone, and it's definitely a nostalgic map, bringing back many memories for Warzone. You have to understand, Verdansk was popping off when it got released because it was June 2020 in the lockdown. Everyone was home, many people were just sitting and playing Warzone. It was like the one game that was popping off. Everyone could enjoy it, it was free to play, and it was easy to play too. You just drop in, get some guns done. There wasn't anything complex like Fortnite where you have to learn a whole new building mechanic. Not only that, many people now think back to it because it's like a nostalgic memory. Verdansk is what kept many people going through the lockdown. A lot of people during the lockdown were alone and didn't really have that much to do. With Verdansk, it gave them like a new purpose. The developers have confirmed that Verdansk will come back, but on certain consoles. As for the time, it's said to come back in around 1 to 2 years during maybe Warzone 2 or Modern Warfare 2. Now, if Verdansk was to come back, I think that would come on certain platforms like PC and next-gen consoles like PS5 and Xbox One X. I do not think we'll get Verdansk on the past-gen consoles as they have weak hardware and it wouldn't be fun playing at low graphics. I also think, and I've heard rumors that Verdansk is coming to COD Mobile. Not the current COD Mobile, but the new Project Aurora which Call of Duty is working on. This is a new COD Mobile project which could include Verdansk and could be built on Unreal Engine 5. We'll have to wait and see. I don't know if it's going to be built on Unreal Engine 5 since Unreal Engine 5 just got released, and this apparently being a 1 year or 2 year project. So it's probably another alternate engine, maybe like Unity. There's still many other engines, you have to understand. Unreal Engine 5 is one of them. There's many other good engines that game producers use, especially Call of Duty. They probably use their own custom made engine. Because I've heard that Infinity Ward designed their own engine for the new Modern Warfare 2019. I'm guessing when Modern Warfare 2 comes out, that's also using another special upgraded engine. I believe it's called the Infinity War engine, which powers nearly all the Call of Duties. I also understand that, and I've heard rumors that they are gonna run the new Call of Duties on this new engine which Modern Warfare 2 is getting released on. They're not gonna keep changing it. So this new engine must be really powerful and solid for the fact that they're gonna use it. As for Verdansk coming back, I believe this is possible, but it won't come on the last gen consoles. It would be, because if it comes on the last gen consoles, there's going to be too much storage space required for it. And then you also have to think about the graphics, the FOV, how can people download it, they don't have enough storage, you can't have two maps, and then you have to also implement the guns into it, the different circles, the vehicles. It would be a really big issue. And also you have to remember all the bugs and glitches, stim glitches, invisible glitches, wall breaches, all that stuff. I believe if they implement it back into the old console, it could bring back, I guess, the old glitches. So there's definitely a lot of mishaps that need to be fixed when bringing Verdansk. I think if they bring it on PC, it'll be more understandable. PC and COD Mobile, PC we have the storage, we should be able to run fine. Code Mobile is a brand new application, so it should definitely also work. I'm guessing if they do bring it back, they'll bring a couple of certain changes, maybe a new weather system and nighttime, daytime cycle. That would be great. And I also think we'll maybe get in Verdansk some new cool Easter eggs and maybe a new travel system like a train or the underground tunnel, which they also introduced in Caldera. We'll have to wait and see. Honestly, that's it for now. Let me know below your thoughts by dropping a comment. Please like, share, subscribe, and peace.